nemesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Canelo Alvarez saying that he wants to fight Dimitri Bivol in a rematch at 175. We're going to listen to what he had to say, and then we'll discuss it. All right, so we're going to take a look. And this is courtesy of Matchroom Boxing on Twitter. All right, let's take a listen.
You know, everybody wants to know what you're going to do next. You have said repeatedly, Dimitri Bivol is the guy that you want. David Benavidez is out there as well. What do you want to do?
You know, everybody knows we want Bivol, the rematch with Bivol. If the fight with Bivol don't happen, then we'll see. I'm able to fight everybody.
Do you insist that that fight be at 175 pounds?
Yeah, same rules, same terms, same everything.
Why is that important to you?
Because I just want it in that way.
You're going to enjoy this moment a little bit more?
I enjoy it a lot.
All right, so you heard what he said. He said he wants the same weight, same terms, same rules. He asked why. He said because that's the way he wants it. So I'm turning it over to you again, Trill Dollar Bill. What's your reaction to Canelo saying he wants Dimitri Bivol next? And do you think that at 175, and do you think that's a good idea?
Look, he's in here to chase legacy. That's what he did when he went up there to challenge himself before. You know, he went up there to challenge himself before because he was chasing legacy. That's what he wants to do. He already accomplished what he was going to accomplish here at 168. What he's trying to do is accomplish greatness and accomplish legacy and go up there at 175 and beat the guy that many people think is number one at 175. You know what I'm saying? So, or number two, depending on who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not mad at him. This is what he wanted. This is what he wants to do. You know, as far as negotiations is concerned, I'm thinking maybe on the money side, I'm thinking maybe everything is not going to be how it was the last time. I'm thinking maybe Bivol might want a little bit bigger piece of the pie this time around. But and rightfully so, he should get that. You know, but yeah, it's a challenge that he wants. You know. When you get to the level of a Canelo Alvarez, you start looking for the big challenges. You start wanting to challenge yourself, and you got all the money. He got all the money. He got the fame. You know, he's chasing legacy now, and he wants to challenge himself. So, look, he's not taking his foot off the gas. You know, he still want to be great. And like he said before, don't ask me about how do I put myself up there with all the greats? I'm not retired yet. I'm still fighting. You know, no boxing, no life. You know, and then that's what he's trying to do. If that's what he wants to do, then so be it. I'm not mad at him. He wants to chase greatness, and why not?
IG.
Yeah, me personally, I actually want to see Canelo fight Bivol at 168. You know, and I know Bivol wants it at 168 also, because obviously Bivol's like, hey, if I'm going to fight Canelo again, let me fight for all those belts, right? Rightfully so. However, the only issue is Bivol is from Russia, and the WBC's been acting real funny against Russian fighters. And if that fight does happen 168, the WBC belt most likely will not be involved in that bout. So I see both sides, man. I understand why Canelo will want it at 175. But I think, you know, if it was at 168, Canelo will have a better chance. You know, Bivol will be fighting at a smaller weight class. So, and this is Canelo's actual weight class. He's comfortable in that weight. You know, like I feel like he'll have a better chance at beating Bivol at 168 versus at 175. So, me personally, if I was on Canelo's team, I'm like, hey, man, you know what? Let's just go for this 168 thing. It might work out. Now, people might challenge. That's what it is. So now it's like people may use that as like, oh, the only way you beat Bivol's weight draining them, blah 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 blah. So I get it. You know, I really do.
You think?
It's unfortunate. It's like, I'm gonna be honest. From that first fight, man, I'm me personally, I don't see what other people are seeing. Like, I don't think Canelo's gonna beat him at 175. And to be honest, I think Bivol went easy on Canelo in that fight. You know, like, so I feel like the next go round is gonna probably be. I'm being honest. I think Bivol was playing a lot of defense. He wasn't really like going for the attack. It was more like
no reason. He was playing a lot of defense for no reason.
No, man. Yo, listen. I'm being honest. This is conspiracy.
For no reason. I know it's conspiracy talk.
This is my reasoning. My man wanted the rematch. If he really spanked Canelo hard body, pause, there was gonna be no rematch. So you got to make it look good for the audience, fam. You know what I'm saying?
If he really would have spanked Canelo hard body, he would have been a superstar. He would have been
that's not true.
Man. If he knocked out Canelo, bro, are you kidding me?
Nope.
If he would have knocked out Canelo, would have made news everywhere.
Better be.
Would have made news.
Better be. Would be.
I'm telling you, yo, I be. All right, listen. Certain people, they know their positions in this game, man. They never gonna be the A side, dog. It don't matter how good they are. Wow. They the villains, man. Bivol, you the villain, son. You play your position. He understood the assignment, you know. I promise you. Yo, Canelo, man. Yo, listen, man. Canelo,
if Bivol would have knocked out Canelo, he would have gained the world.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Bro, he would have been. Yo, look at this. He beat Canelo by decision. It automatically catapulted him into the pound for pound rankings on all these lists. Although the only good fighter on his resume is Canelo, but it catapult. Imagine if he would have knocked out Canelo, bro. Are you serious?
Yo, man, listen. I promise
So
you.
you're telling me he decided, let me hold back in here.
Yeah.
Do the rematch.
Yo, listen. Y'all can clown me all y'all want.
All right.
Let Canelo do a rematch with Bivol at 175 and see what happens to Canelo. Just remember, all y'all, I told y'all so. Remember that in advance. Go ahead.
I'm just asking because you're talking a lot. Who'd you pick to win that fight?
I picked
you picked Canelo.
I probably picked Canelo.
Okay, I just wanted to point that out. All right, go ahead. All right, TBE, go ahead.
Yo, my bad. I don't know. Something caught in my throat. But
pause.
Why does he
pause? I got to clear it. It's not clearing right now. But listen,
y'all don't even want to know what Ned said before we started recording.
No. We ain't talking about that.
We're not even gonna go there.
We're gonna keep it moving. But Canelo versus Bivol, I felt Canelo fought the wrong style. Like he was trying to bully him. He was trying to bully the bigger man. Now, if you boxed him, you would beat him. And now he knows he has to box him to beat him. And it's a no, G. I'm not letting you speak right now.
I'm gonna keep my hand up. Just
go ahead then. Nah,
right.
I'm letting you speak because I want you to speak.
Now, the Canelo that fought Bivol, right? That style was the same style that Canelo used to run through 168. That's the same style that Canelo used with John Ryder, pretty much even. So now y'all just imagine you think Canelo could just switch it up.
No, listen. Canelo last night he showed, like, even when John Ryder was blocking things like that, he was going for the openings. Canelo, when he fought Bivol, he wasn't going for the openings. He was just like hitting his arms, this, that. He was just trying to bully him. But this time he was like,
you know,
I gotta go in, out, like, combinations. He was hitting him with combinations. He was hitting John Ryder with combinations. And when Bivol gets hit with these combinations, it's gonna be a different feeling. It's gonna be a different feeling. And when Bivol was like, "Oh, he caught me. Oh, dang! I hit and run." Things like that. It's like, so what's up, Trev?
I just wanted to answer G's question. Yes, because the fight that he fought, we could say, Caleb Plant, he didn't fight the same way that he fought Triple G. So so when TBE is trying to say that he fought the wrong type of fight, yeah, it could be said that he fought the wrong type of fight. Canelo can box in there. He does have slick movement in there. He took a lot of shots where he shouldn't. I don't feel like he respected Bivol enough. He didn't respect Bivol's boxing ability. And I feel like if he, that's why I think he wants to go in there again and challenge himself. But go ahead, GB.
Like Trill said, it's we getting big out here. Like I said it before, Canelo's on a weight gain journey, yo. And if it ain't Wilder's Fury, if it ain't AJ's Fury, Canelo's gonna fight the best of the best, and that's all he wants to do. Y'all be laughing like, nah, he's not gonna go that far.
And I just wanted to say, because you said, like Trill said, I didn't say nothing about.
No.
Like, yo,
No. This is me. This is on me. But
like Trill said,
like Trill said, Canelo and Fury.
Canelo versus AJ.
Can I just say one last thing?
Yeah. What up?
Can I just say one last thing about Canelo's performance against Bivol? That performance showed that Canelo had only one game plan. He never made any adjustments.
Nope.
And it's just like, yo, fam, you're not winning this way. So why not have a plan B? Canelo literally had no plan B, So it's either he had really no respect for Bivol, like what you're saying, or maybe Canelo's just kind of a one-sided fighter, So that's all I'm saying. I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Ned.
The Bivol fight, Canelo did look like a one-sided fighter. I agree to that, G. But when last night, Canelo was showing you he's gonna change. He's gonna go angles. He's gonna go uppercut. He's gonna right hook. He's gonna go this that. But when he fights certain fighters, he always when he fought Billy Joe, Callum Smith, Caleb Plant. It was just he's going for the arms. As soon as the arms hurt, then he goes for the knockout. Bivol showed he could resist that. He could resist that. So now you gotta go for inside, outside, wherever he's moving. You gotta be quicker than him. And Canelo knows that. And Canelo's gonna show that when he fights him again, because that first loss to Bivol wasn't that impressive. Like the win, I wasn't impressed by the win by Bivol. I was impressed by Canelo. Like Canelo was really going at him, but he went to the wrong places. So next time it's gonna be the midsection. It's gonna be the face. It's gonna be everything, and he's gonna leave with the spine. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry to interrupt the guys. Please pardon me, but don't you think the reason why Canelo was constantly going after Bivol's arms is because Canelo couldn't hit him to the body or the face?
No,
because Bivol kept blocking.
No,
it's. Hold on. Go ahead, Kaden.
I think it was because the last time, not the last time, in a previous fight against Callum Smith, Callum was doing the same exact thing. So he banged his shoulders, he banged his arms, and he was able to, damage his bicep, but also lower his arms from the damage. So I think he thought he would damage Bivol's arms, and eventually he would have to lower his hands. So I think it was strategic. Even if you look at his fight against John Ryder would keep his hand glued to his face to protect himself, and Canelo would still throw a hard overhand right against it, because what he knows is that still hurts, and he still feels that. And then also what he was doing that so he can freeze him and then try to hit him with an uppercut. So it was strategic. But I do think that he was trying to damage his arms and damage his arms so that he would drop him and give him easier access. So that's what I think.
You heard it here first. G is not a fan of Canelo.
Yeah, you guys are confusing. Yeah, I really don't understand y'all dudes, man. I guess I got to get on my knees and praise Canelo. Like,
is it on me?
Yeah, you good.
Is it on me? All right, listen. First of all, I feel like I've seen this movie before, right? So let's talk about this movie. Canelo picks Dimitri Bivol, and the world is saying, oh, he cherry-picked Dimitri Bivol. They're hating on Dimitri Bivol, and no one's giving Dimitri Bivol much of a chance. Everyone picks Canelo to dominate Dimitri Bivol. I remember not too many people were picking Dimitri Bivol. Then they get into the ring, and Dimitri Bivol pulls off the upset. And then all of a sudden, Canelo's been the bum. Everyone knows Canelo is a bum and he's overrated. And now, for the rematch, everyone's acting like Dimitri Bivol's unbeatable. Reminds me of Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. When Anthony Joshua first fought Andy Ruiz was 20-1 underdog. Everyone thought Joshua was going to steamroll Ruiz. And it looked like he was about to. And then Ruiz landed the punch from the gods and he beat Anthony Joshua. Then Anthony Joshua wanted an immediate rematch, and everyone was talking like Ruiz was the second coming of Sonny Liston. Everyone was talking like Ruiz was this indestructible person, and that includes G. And right now, G's following that same format when it comes to Dimitri Bivol, acting like Dimitri Bivol is some great, magnificent boxer, and there's nothing Canelo can do to beat him. There are a lot of things Canelo can do. One of the things that I noticed in that fight was when Dimitri Bivol was throwing his combinations, Canelo just stood against the ropes and allowed him to throw those punches. Canelo needs to counter more. Canelo needs to throw in between his punches, and he didn't do that in that fight. The other thing is, instead of focusing on hitting the arms and lowering the arms, he needs to focus on hitting the body. He needs to just rip those shots to the body, because you're right. He had Bivol against the ropes, and he chose to damage the arms because he was trying to get to the head. He forgot the body. And I'm just telling you, there's a lot of things that can change. But what you overlook and what all these Dimitri Bivol fans overlook is Bivol has to duplicate his performance again. He has to keep Canelo Alvarez from touching that chin and breaking a rib. And it's not going to be that easy to do that because Canelo is now motivated to inflict damage on him. And Canelo has been in the ring with him. So he knows what Bivol does well and what he doesn't. And you can make the same arguments that Bivol knows what Canelo does well and whatnot. But again, the adjustments, how he attacks, when he attacks, and what he does, could potentially change the outcome of the fight. Just like with AJ and Andy Ruiz, it was simply using the jab and managing distance better. And he made Andy Ruiz look like he didn't even belong in a ring with him. Trust me, everyone acting like Bivol is the second coming of the world's slickest boxer is tripping. Canelo, to me, underestimated Bivol. Canelo went in there. He thought he can do Bivol like he did Callum Smith. And Bivol showed him, nah, you can't. And could it have been the weight? Could it have been? Fine. But what gets me is Canelo moved up in weight to fight Dimitri Bivol. Moved up in weight to challenge him. Moved up in weight to challenge himself. And I remember how that fight was perceived by the world. Canelo cherry picking another one. Here goes another easy fight. Then once he beats Canelo, everyone wants to act like Bivol is good. Just like Ruiz. It brings to the point, it's like fighters, it seems like in boxing, sometimes fighters got to lose to someone for you to recognize the challenges that they're taking. But Bivol is a good boxer. I take nothing away from Bivol. He's not an unbeatable boxer. He's not somebody who I'm like, oh, Canelo, don't go in a rematch with him because there's no way you can win. There are a lot of things he can do to change the outcome. And I think he's been studying. I think he's ready to take on a challenge. And if he wants to take on a challenge, why not? At least he's willing to take on a fight. He knows he can lose, which is more than I can say for these other guys who want to protect their O and their status in the sport of boxing.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know you rocking it. It's the Boxing Bros.